You're listening to On Fire Concerts Artist Interview of the Month series with your host, Ron Johnson. Hey folks, it's Ron with On Fire Concerts, and I'm here today with two lovely ladies you probably already know, but Josie Passantino-Boone and Tinamarie Passantina. So all Josie Awards. So thank y'all for joining us today, Josie and Tinamarie.
Oh, anytime. Thank you.
So, folks, the Josie Music Awards are coming up, and this year it's at the Grand Ole Opry. So what better place could it be at for what you do?
Absolutely. Yes.
The Grand Ole Opry House is just beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It really is. And, it's a venue we wanted to go to for a very long time. So we finally had the opportunity, and, it's a great crew there. And so we're really looking forward to it. Like, it's funny because right when you step through those doors, you already feel like you're in a great place. You know what I mean? It's just such a cozy, beautiful feeling, very warm. So we're in for a really good show on October 23rd.
When you're in the Opry House, and I've been, of course, backstage and out in the audience as well. And, just the way that thing's built, it just makes everybody feel comfortable. But at the same time, it's large enough.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel like you're all there in like a up close and personal thing.
Right. That's what I love about it is, and like you mentioned with that, it's really cool because the stage, if you know where the seatings are and to the stage, it's very close up to the stage. So it's very it's like you're performing, just with friends right there. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It is. And so over the years, the Josie Music Award folks, y'all have done Dollywood, you've done Nissan Stadium. I don't know if that's what it was at that time, but this is the 8th annual. So how did the Josie Music Awards come about?
Well, it actually started when I was 14 years old. And I started the Josie Show. In that time, in 2009, there weren't that many places that were giving opportunities and a platform to independent artists out there. So at that time, we were just brainstorming on what else we can do to promote independent artists. And I guess it just kind of snowballed from there. And an award show, we were walking one day and we just thought about, we're like, hey, you know what? This would be a good idea. Performances awarding incredible independent artists and musicians. And in 2015, the Josie Music Awards was born, and we didn't think it was going to take off like it actually did. I mean, we got like a banquet hall for like 100 people, thinking, oh, hey, if we get 100 people, we can get all of our family there, our friends.
Right. It's like it's amazing how those things work when you get an ideal. Yeah. And I've had a few, and like, won't never work, but we're gonna try it anyway. And then you're just amazed at what it does, and it just evolves and gets larger and larger.
Absolutely. But
at the same time, it's a family feeling, and that's what I've been fortunate enough to be at the Josie's a couple of years, and it's just one big family, and it seems like everybody knows everyone already, and it's just. But this year. And you've done it in the past, but this year, the night before the Josies.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what's going to happen the night before on the 22nd.
Yes. So we usually have a pre-party, but this year, we wanted a whole full day of pre-party. We want a big party. Okay. We wanted the massive pre-parties. So we came up with our JMA Music Fest, JMA Fest. And so on October 22nd, the day before the award show, we're going to be in Music Valley Village, their Music Valley Drive there in Nashville, taking over stages like the Troubadour Nashville, Music City Bar and Grill, Nashville Palace, Scoreboard, Mystic Studios. We'll also have an outdoor stage there in the parking lot. And there will be 60 plus performers of all ages, all genre. And it's going to be a really good time. And then, of course, the closing concert headlined by Craig Campbell at night. So
we start at noon, right? So it goes from noon to 9. During the entire day. All the stages will be rolling. Besides musical acts, we will also have many activities happening. So we will have a vocal competition. We'll have some business awards handed out that day. We will have the Bobby Mackey Traditional Country Music Circle. We'll have some very special presentations that happen throughout the day. We have a songwriting session. We have a recording session. We have got a storytelling session happening. So there is tons of things going on that day, nonstop. And there's going to be a vendor area. Of course, you can go anywhere throughout that area and get food and drink. So it's going to be lovely.
Yeah. And you'll find the full schedule at jmafest.com.
Yeah.
The Troubadour out there and the Music Valley Drive area in general with the scoreboard and Mystic, and that's you got everything right there. I mean, so
Absolutely.
it's not like some festivals or whatever where there's multiple stages. You're not walking. I mean, it's all right there.
It's all right there.
It's all right there. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, but I thought, man, that's cool because everything's, you just walk from one over to the other, you know.
Exactly.
And that's just like you said, it's a big party and it's gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fun. So going back a little bit, you started, Josie, interviewing at 14.
Yes.
That's remarkable. I started a few years ago and still don't know what I'm doing, but you know.
None of us ever do. We just fake it till we make it, and we talk to incredible artists on the way, you know. And
that's what you do. You just wing it and go on, you know. I did one the other day with a Chapel Hart.
It's amazing.
And you know, they just said, well, we don't know what we're doing. We just do it, you know. And I thought, well, that's what we do.
That's what everybody does.
Secretly, yeah.
I said, I'm not one to use notes and all that. I just may not all necessarily be in order year-wise, but it all gets in, you know. So
exactly, as long as it's in there.
You have got a remarkable history with the Josie Music Awards and with what you do for independent artists. I know I talk to a lot regularly, and everyone is so appreciative of your efforts because, you know, it gets the recognition and you know, people may not know it, but a Josie Award is like, you know, anything else that you're, how would you say it? Somebody told me one time, like being on a Dave Letterman show, it advances your career. Well, when you win a Josie Awards, that's a great thing to have in your portfolio because it's moving upwards.
Right. We have noticed that, you know, with like a lot of independent artists, they come to us and they're like, you know, ever since winning this award, we're putting it on our resume and we're booking more gigs. People are taking our career more seriously, checking out our music. So we have noticed, a lot more airplay.
A ton of great things coming from it. So
we've noticed the launch.
Yeah, independent radio is, and of course you have a station of y'all, but other independent, it's like, I tell people it doesn't matter who you are if you get a record played on an independent station, in my view, and it's a great record, then another independent picks it up. Sooner or later, the majors have got to pay attention.
Absolutely, it's a snowball effect. You know, when one person picks it up, other people will find them and discover them and put them on their station, and then it'll just keep going from there.
Yeah, but the Josie brand, you've extended so much. You just don't do just the Josie Music Awards. You have record label. Tell us a little bit about all that.
So the brands, I think we have about 14 of them now. So we started with the Josie Show, which, as you know, is an interview talk show for radio. And then, of course, the radio station come from there. Since then, you know, of course, Josie Music Awards, now JMA Fest, but we've added on some things like the Bobby Ray Boone Music Foundation, which helps support music for our youth, which has been really remarkable. We do a lot of things with pets, of course. As you know, every year the award show or the pre-party or the festival, whatever it is dedicated to a charity as well. This year we're working with St. Jude's to try and raise money and awareness and some cute little teddy bears to give to the children.
Yeah.
So, we've got a lot of things like that going on too. We have got a magazine. It took a little hiatus over the COVID period, but it will be coming back here in the new year. So we're excited about that. We have a cosmetic line, which is
very random
out there.
But it was something that I was into and my mom was into.
Yeah.
So we were, the opportunity arose, great people, contacted us, said, hey, is this something you want to do? And Confidently Ready by Josie Passantino was born.
Yeah.
But just so many different things. And I'm one of those people that, my mind is always going, and I feel like I always have to have an outlet to be as creative as possible. So I just love when an opportunity arises, when when something comes up, or if I'm like, hey, you know what, it would be kind of cool to try this. I'm one of those people that logistically tries to figure out how to do it, and it's just I love it. It's so much fun for me.
Well, when you're in this kind of business, it's like somebody says, my wife used to tell people, said, I don't know what no means. No, to me, no means you ask somebody something that no, well, no means, okay, today, what about tomorrow? What about next week? Because,
Exactly.
you can't give up. Because my dad used to say, if you got something in mind to do, he said, if you don't do it, one thing is sure, it won't ever happen. But if you try, you don't know what, so.
Exactly.
I'm one of these that I think sometimes people think I'm crazy with some of the ideas we come up with. But hey, in the end, we've been blessed that they mostly work, and
Yeah.
so
We gotta take those steps.
but with what you do and as a family, it's amazing. And with all the brands you have, my question would be, because I tell people I do the music thing, and then I'm blessed, but I've been with another company for years now, and I only work about 60 hours a week with them, but it's from home. But I said, so, my question to you would be, with all your brands, how'd y'all get the extra hours a day to do everything? Because I've only got 24 hours in my day, and I need 2 or 3 more.
Yes, I promise.
Like 60 hours a day.
Right.
Hours, yeah.
I promise we are not robots. We do also have the 24 hours a day. But it's funny. It's funny because I think we just use our time. We also, we also have day jobs as well. So I feel like, we try our best to fit as many things as we possibly can, but we also have a great team that is behind us that works with us. And like specifically for the Josie Music Awards, we have an incredible panel who, if we did not have them, I don't believe it would possibly happen, because, like, for instance, this year, we had over 52,000, plus submissions this year submitted to us. So, if it wasn't for our panel, there's absolutely no way that we, as 2 people, would be able to go through that many submissions and still have a show in October.
And do it well, give everybody fair reviews.
And to do it well. Exactly.
Amazing
So
as a brand, when you're like, for our concert promotions, for example, we did for 20 years. This year I changed it finally because it just had to. And I don't like change. If I'm used to doing something, don't change it, because then you confuse me. Yeah,
exactly.
But I did for years I did all my concerts that we do. You ordered and bought tickets online. I assigned the seats. I printed the tickets. I mailed them.
Yeah.
And did that for like 20. This year, of course, we've gotten larger venues over the years, and I was still doing it. And when you get 600-700 seat, it got to the point where you got to go to a ticket service. You have, because there's only so much you can do. Right. And I thought, man, why didn't I do that 15 years ago?
Exactly.
That's how we feel this year too. This is the very first year that we're using a box office. We did it all ourselves in prior years as well. But we are very thankful there's a box office this year.
It just takes a lot of the load off. Yeah.
It does, because you think, when you go, a lot of people in the fans don't realize, like we talk about day jobs, we're independent as well. And so So they just think this is what we do. Yeah. And we do it all the time, no matter what. You're still full-time doing this, but you're doing your day. And I said, but it's like when you, as a promoter, you look at cost, of course, and in the box office, they always a box office fee, a ticket fee to set up and set up charge. But in the end, when you look at all that, weigh what your time is and what you're spending to do it yourself, it averages out.
It does. Yeah. I mean, it just takes so much time. And I'm just imagining, sending out, because the Opry House is like a 4,000 seater, right? Can you imagine sitting down and giving and sending out over 2,000 tickets? It's just, it would be impossible. But it's funny how you say that. I mean, we work with independent artists, but we also are an independent show. I mean, we're a family-run, private-owned business. So, it is, solely, us. I mean, luckily we do have also a great team, but we don't have any big like corporations or anything behind us. So we're pretty much doing a lot of it on our own.
Years of all the concerts we've done, from you name them. I mean, the list we've done, and the people look at it and say, I don't ever see no big sponsors names. You're looking at the sponsor.
Yeah, you're looking at the sponsor.
And,
that's why we have day jobs.
That's why we got a day job. But this year, I mean, in 22 for March, we had one guy finally ask about, let me just say presented by or whatever, and I said fine. But Gus Arundel, and Gus is a great guy, but even at that doesn't cover, but it's a help. But I've just never had that, and you understand this, I'm sure. People, the big sponsors, it takes time to go out and find the big sponsors. I don't have that time to do.
I don't have that time.
Right.
And how do you send somebody else out to ask about it when they just gonna be coming back to you, say they want to know this or they want to know that?
Yeah.
But
it's difficult.
It's difficult, but it's I think there's good and bad to that. But I think what y'all have done in the Josie Music Awards, it is remarkable, and it's something definitely independent artists, independent promoters, radio, everybody is appreciative, and I know are grateful. And we look forward to being at the Opry House with you. And
so excited.
Tell the folks one more time about where they can get tickets and times and all that good stuff.
Yes. So you can go for the day before, October 22nd, you can go to jmafest.com. Now it's free admission for the whole day. The only ticketed events are our networking mixer and our closing concert headlined by Craig Campbell. And then of course is going to charity, St. Jude. So that's why there's a ticket for that one. But other than that, free admission for the whole day. You could check out all of the different venues, go in and out of places. So it's really cool. So if you go to jmafest.com, you can find the full schedule there. And then of course, for the next day, October 23rd at the Opry House, you can get tickets at josiemusicawards.com or opry.com. Either way, you can go to both sites.
And folks, this is something that if you've never experienced it, you'll be glad you went. This is an amazing. You get the entertainment's remarkable, and when you leave there, you'll have new artists that you want to follow.
That's right. That is true.
So that I can tell you, because I've learned that as a promoter. Hey, I need to check on them. I need to get with them.
Absolutely.
And it's just a great networking, and it's great for the independent. It's and everything, and we owe y'all a big thank you for what you do and for continuing to do it. And so folks, go to the Josie Music Awards pre-show, pre-party night is October the 22nd, Music Valley. Go out there, you'll see where everything is.
That's right, you'll see us.
There is plenty of parking there. So
exactly. That's right.
It's not like downtown Nashville, you walk 5 miles. There's plenty of parking.
Yes, free parking too. See, no garages or anything crazy like that.
You don't have to buy your car back when you go get it.
Exactly. You can keep it going. Yeah, exactly.
This is a great place, folks, out on Music Valley Drive, Nashville Palace, Troubadour, Music City Bar and Grill, Scoreboard. Everything's right there. And you got plenty of, like you said, food vendors, and there's Cracker Barrel, and there's everything else down through there.
Yeah.
But folks, come join us on the 22nd of October, starting at 12 noon on the 22nd, going until the end of the night.
Yeah, like 9 p.m.
But we go until about 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the award show is October the 23rd at the Grand Ole Opry. So it's going to be fun. Y'all come see us. Go to josiemusicawards.com or opry.com to get your tickets, and we'll see you all there. Thank y'all, Josie. Thank you, Tinamarie.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you. We love you, Ron. We can't wait to see you.
We love y'all too, and thank you for everything again that y'all do. And folks, we'll see you next time.